Hi friends, welcome to the Company Law Adjudication and Appeal series. Today I will discuss Delhi ROC adjudication order for the violation of section 173 subsection 1 and section 118 subsection 10, that is the non-compliances of the minimum 4 board meeting held in a calendar year and non-observing the complying the secretarial standard in the matter of the Midland Credit Management India Private Limited. Let's see the facts of the case. Company name is the Midland Credit Management India Private Limited, registered in Delhi. Company show motu file application wide E-form GNL 1 for the adjudication of the penalty under section 454 of the Act and rules for the non-compliances of the provision of section 173 subsection 1 and section 118 subsection 10 with respect to secretarial standard 1, and as stated, during the calendar year 2020, the applicant company has conducted only 3 board meetings and inadvertently missed to hold its board meeting in the quarter 1 of the quarter October 20 to December 20, and thereby it could not hold the minimum number of the 4 board meeting in the said calendar year as required under section 173 subsection 1 and clause 2.1 of the secretarial standard 1 regarding board meeting issued by the ICSI. The default mention has happened due to bona fide oversight of the part of the section 173 subsection 1 to the extent it relates to the holding of the minimum 4 board meeting in a calendar year, and hence the company has moved the present application for adjudication of the penalty under applicable section of the Act in respect of the default committed inadvertently under section 173 subsection 1 and section 118 subsection 10 with respect to secretarial standard 1. Hearing replied of the company representation and consideration in the provision of section 454 subsection 3 and rules made thereunder stipulate that the manner of the adjudicating penalty for the non-compliance of the relevant provision of it. Accordingly, in test of the natural justice, before imposing the penalty on the company officer who is default or any other person, as the case may be, a reasonable opportunity of being heard was given. Authorized representative attended the hearing on behalf of the company, and a director or applicant mentioned in the application agreed to impose penalty as prescribed under section 173 subsection 4 and subsection 11 of the section 118. As per the section 173 subsection 1, company is required to hold a minimum number of the 4 meeting of the board of director every year in such a manner and not more than 120 days shall intervene between the 2 consecutive meeting of the board. And further section 173 subsection 4, every officer of the company whose duty is to give notice under this section and who fails to do so shall be liable to penalty of the 25,000 rupees. And further section 118 subsection 10 stated that every company shall observe secretarial standard with respect to the general and board meeting associated by the ICSI under section 3 of the Companies Act and approved as such by the central government. Further section subsection 11 of the section 118 state that if any default is made in the complying the provision of section 118 in respect of any meeting, the company shall be liable to penalty of 25,000 rupees, and every officer of the company's default shall be liable to penalty of 5,000 rupees. Hence, the order is passed having considered the facts and circumstances of the case besides written and oral submission made by the representative of the noticee and applicant at the time of the hearing, and after considering the factors and the relevant rules, I do hereby impose penalty in company for the violation of the section 173 subsection 1. Here officer in default impose penalty on the officer of default, that is 25,000 on each officer in default multiplied by 3 officers, and for the violation of section 118 subsection 10 on the company, 25,000 on the company and 5,000 on each of the officer in default. ROC opinion that penalty is so imposed is commensurate with the aforesaid failure committed by the noticee or applicant, or noticee applicant shall pay the penalty so imposed through MCA portal only. Appeal, if any, against the order of the RD within the period of 60 days, if they wishes to file appeal under this section. Thank you so much for watching this update.